Hello guys, and today I want to talk about some movies, but first I want to talk about the cost of living crisis. You can't see me. Why can't you see me? Because nobody can afford to turn the lights on. Let's discuss it in a bit more detail, but to be serious, I'm only joking. Let's get the lights back on. Hey guys, so I'm back, I've turned the lights on now. But in all seriousness, the cost of living crisis in the UK is going to affect lots of people. Now the average UK energy bill is going to go up by £700. And that's if you've got an average usage. Okay? If you use more than that, or you use more energy than the average, then it's going to affect you even more. So, where's that £700 going to come from? And in my household, okay, I honestly have no idea where that's going to come from. Just an example, went to the shops 1 week, about two months ago, and I went to buy butter. Right? I didn't buy the dearest of butters or anything like that. I go to Lidl's and I buy the Ardennes pack one, and usually it's £1.20, something like that. So I went on the Monday. I actually forgot to get butter, right? So I went in on the Wednesday, and by the time I went on the Wednesday, it was at £1.50, and I'd already picked up butter for a small shop for someone else, so I didn't need it. So I thought, so by like another 2 or 3 days, I went back in and it was up to £1.79, and then it went up to £2. And you're talking, you know, within the space of a week, your food budget has gone from they're talking about inflation at 5%. It's more like something that's like 100%. So the only way that I'm going to be able to find the money for this is reducing what I spend. Hence all the layers. And that's going to have an impact. It's definitely going to have an impact on people's quality of lives. And instead of choosing between whether I'm going to get the Blu-ray or the 4K, it might be a question of whether I'm going to choose for heating or the Blu-ray. So I think my days of buying multiple movies, certainly in this current economic crisis, is limited. So I'm going to show you what I picked up, and I went to a different CEX yesterday in Glasgow because I was there for work, and I got there a wee bit early. I had 20 minutes to kill. So, and the shop's right next to the building. So I went in and had a quick look, and I picked up a few movies. So I shall show you what I got. I could have spent ages in there, but I didn't have time. I honestly only had 20 minutes before I had to go into my work. So I picked up Premium Collection, Seven Brides of Seven Brothers, and you know what? Because of the stickers, I automatically tried to take the stickers off this. So I can't actually remember how much this costs. It was either £6 or £8. I'm sure you can look it up on the CEX website. But you know, I'm talking about the cost of living crisis, okay? Sorry, I'm peeling the sticker as I talk. All of these were vouchers. All of these were vouchers. So I didn't actually spend any money, but my voucher is getting quite low, so we'll need to save with that. So picked up Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Do I know anything about this movie? No. But I am very interested in trying to get as many of the Premium Collection ones as I can. And you know what? Guaranteed at some point I will go through, I'll probably do a video and go watching every movie in the Premium Collection, something like that. Or every movie I own in the Premium Collection, because I'm never going to own them all, because there'll be some out of print, there'll be some that I've not, I can't buy them first day, I can only buy them here and there, mainly when they're in CEX, or I'll get a few in the 2 for 15. But even that I think is going to be limited now. So Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, it's Premium Blu-ray Collection. There we go. There are different things are different for the Pontypridd men now that Big Brother Adams fetched fetched a bride and brought her to the cabin. When is this from? 1954. Close to perfect, one of the big screen's most entertaining musicals. Okay, I didn't know it was a musical, but there you go. And 2-disc special edition, it says. For me, it's still got the seal art cards, which is good. Plain blue disc on the Blu-ray. And disc 2, alternate widescreen edition. Okay, cool. So the reason I picked this up is I do want to try and collect all the ones in the premium collection I can. And that one just happened to be there, so I took it. Now, these ones came out very recently, and I always wanted to see what the difference is in the masters. So this one was in there, Star Trek the Motion Picture, £6 on Blu-ray, but this is the remastered version. Would I prefer the 4K? Yes, but I wasn't going to buy that 4-pack they brought out because it was a bit, you know, weird bringing it in a 4-pack. So for now I settled for the remastered Blu-ray, and I do have Star Trek the Motion Picture Steelbook on Blu-ray. So which one am I going to keep? This one's sealed. I'm going to have to open it to test the picture quality. But out of all the Star Trek movies, I think there was a big sci-fi craze going on, shall we say, in the 70s with Alien and things like that. And Star Trek, excuse me, I'm fixing myself. And Star Trek caught on to that. And I think the first movie, I'll be honest with you, out of all the Star Trek movies, I think it's almost my least favourite. 5. Star Trek 5. Oh, what a terrible movie that was. I think Star Trek, it's a toss up between this and Star Trek 5. Which one is the worst Star Trek movie? Doesn't mean I don't like to watch it though. And I get the concept they were going for. It just wasn't Star Trek-y enough for me. I like the Nicholas Meyer one with Wrath of Khan and number 6, Undiscovered Country. First Contact's great as well. 9 and 10, not so good. But so I'd like to get all the remastered ones if I can. So I'm happy to pick that one up. I just happened to see that one there and I was like, I'm going to take that. I do want to see what the quality is on it. So I will have a look at that and hopefully give you a opinion on it. And the next ones I picked up. Now, they had 4Ks in there. They had lots of stuff in there that I could have picked up. But what I was trying to do, because it was a different CX, I was trying to pick up things that I would want to add to my collection that probably will only come into my CX or is unlikely to come into my CX in the near future. So they had 4 Arrow titles. They actually had 5. They had House 4, which I don't own. Sorry, House 3, which I don't own, because I've got House 1 and I've got House 4. So they had House 3 and they couldn't find the disc for House 3. I think they've mixed it up and they found House 4 because House 4 was on the shelf as well. I think they have sent out House 4 with House 3's disc. So they couldn't find it. So as I say, I only had 20 minutes, so I didn't have time to hang around. So I just picked up 4 Arrow releases that, you know, there was more than that. I could have got more. But 4 that I thought I'll add to my collection. £5 for Yakuza Law. It was director. It's the Godfather of Prince Yuzako. So imagine it's a Yakuza film. A grueling anthology of torture spanning 3 distinct periods and bringing to screen some of the most brutal methods of torment ever devised. Okay, as I say, I wasn't in there for very long, so I had very limited time to do it. So I just grabbed what I thought I might like, but torture movie. Oh, and look, nice disc. And it comes with a booklet as well. So Yakuza Law. Well, there you go. this one up, and I always wanted to get, I was planning to get this one in the Arrow sale when it was £5, but it went out of print. And I was like, damn, it's going out of print now. Couldn't get it, and I still don't think you can get it on Arrow's website, can you? I don't know. In fact, let's just check it out. Let's just check it out and see if we can get it before I tell you. Oh, you still can. You can still get HMV for $14.99, so it must still be in print, and you can still get it on Amazon for $14.99, which is Rollerball. And this one is not in the not too distant future. It's a game. It's controlled by Rollerball James Caan, who plays a rollerball thing. So this is this game where they circle around and beat each other up and stuff like that. And I remember watching it, and I actually got the remake with the guy out of American Pie in it there. So I've always wanted to get this one, and I should have got it in the £5 Arrow sale, but I didn't get it, and I was like, damn. But you know what? You can't spend all your money at all one time on things that you want. So there you go. So I got the roll. I seen it in there, and I thought, £8, I'll take it. And look, this one has got the original booklet as well, and it has got the disc, and it's also got the alternative artwork. I think I prefer the alternative artwork, but you know the CX sticker is going to be annoying to try and get this off, try and get this out. So let's see if I can fix that. See, that came off not too terribly, which is unusual. So there we go. So I prefer the other artwork, so I'm going to switch that right into that one. So this one, I notice people when they're doing movie reviews tend to give it the running times and like things like that. If you do want me to do that, go and do me a favour and put in the comments if you're interested in the running times, or if there's any information about these movies that you'd like me to give out. Because I generally just show my pickups and I do it, you know, off the cuff. But if there's any specific information you want me to add into these videos, then let me know. So this one has a runtime of 125 minutes, audio stereo 2, and a DTS master of 5.1. And it's got a massive amount of special edition contents. Yeah. Including, let's have a look. Audio commentary with director Norman Jewison. Audio commentary with the writer William Harrison. Bloodsports with James Caan, a brand new interview with the Rollerball star. So there we go. So I'm glad I picked that one up. This one, I seen it and I thought, Arrow Academy release in Marlon Brando in a Western, it looks like. And I thought, I've never even heard of this one. One-Eyed Jacks. So I thought, for £5, again, I'll take that. It's an Arrow Academy release, this one. And again, comes with a booklet, DVD, and Blu-ray. And I thought, for £5, that's a pretty good deal. So I took it. And it's this that says it's a brand new 4K restoration by Universal Pictures. One-Eyed Jacks is a film with a troubled history. It was almost the feature debut of emerging talent director Sam Peckinpah, who penned the original draft screenplay. And it was almost the only Western to be directed by Stanley Kubrick. Before he too left the project, the eventual director was Marlon Brando, stepping behind the camera for the first and only time. There you go. So, runtime 142 minutes. It's only got audio 1.0 soundtrack, and it's from 1961, yeah. So yeah, and I say that's why I picked that up. I thought Marlon Brando in a Western. And the last one that caught my eye was In the Aftermath, a horrifying vision of man's worst nightmare. Now, I like post-apocalyptic sci-fi movies, and the cover just says that to me. Whether it is or not is a different matter. So let's see what it says. Following the footsteps of Francis Ford Coppola and Peter Bogdanovich, Roger Corman's protege Carl Colbert, the crew made his directorial debut by combining repurposed excerpts from a foreign film, in this case Marvel Oshie's Ghost in a Shell, and Spielberg's Anno with a new live-action footage shot in America. The result is an aftermath, a haunting post-apocalyptic vision like no other. Brand new 2K restoration. So yeah, it does sound like my kind of thing. Could it turn into a B-movie terrible? Probably. Possibly. But for £6, I thought that was good to add to my collection. So that is the oh, didn't check what was inside, did we? Again, lucky with these, they've all got the booklet. And there's a disc there. So that was the ones I picked up from the CEX when I had 20 minutes to kill. Well, not to kill, I had 20 minutes. And I took it, since I was through there, I took 20 minutes to have a wee look and then got on with my work. So, during the last week, Roy Barrett contacted me. He said he had found a deal on Marketplace and it was a really, really good one. And he got a load of Blu-ray films for £25 and he was like, great. And there was a lot of there, a few ones that we're going to keep and a few that he was going to trade. And one of the ones that he was going to trade in was No Time to Die. And because he already had it, and for No Time to Die on 4K, and he already had it, and I was like, well, I do really want that. But it's £18 in CEX right now. Roy would get a £12 trading for it. To post it to me would cost him a couple of pounds anyway. So I thought, well, is it worth doing that? And Roy, and I was like, I wasn't going to ask him. And then he said to me, there was another duplicate he had that was Salem's Lot, and he was going to send me that anyway. So I was like, okay, if you're going to send Salem's Lot, do me a favour and chuck in No Time to Die, and what I'll do is I'll photo you a voucher for £12, and that'll be your trading. So he did do that, and that was really nice of him. So both of these factory sealed, as I say, and I thought this was a really, really good movie. I really did. The Bond movies, Daniel Craig ones, I think Casino Royale is the best. Skyfall a close second, but I think this beats Spectre. So I think this is, Casino Royale, Skyfall. This could even beat Skyfall. I think it's very, very good. And I was delighted to when I was going to be able to get it for the £12 on 4K. So that was perfect. So I've got that. I'm not going to open that because I'm only going to open that when I go to watch it. And that's what I tend to do with my movies. I only open them when I am physically going to watch them. And then sometimes they remain on the shelf for years unopened. But, you know, that's my choice. Nobody else's. I paid the money for them. And this one, I have never, ever seen Salem's Lot. And it says, I was saying, is this original? My wife said there was a remake, so this is the original from 1979. Or is it? Is that the remake? I think this is the original. So Roy sent me that, which was very, very nice of him. And it's got a really, really nice Warner Bros. Slipcover on it. I've seen there's a whole range of these. And they would look nice, but again, can't you just collect for the slipcovers, can't you? But Salem's Lot, sinister events bring together writer David Soul with an old hilltop house and a suave antiques dealer. The expertise goes beyond bric-a-brac and the dealer's mysterious pale skins partner Reggie Miller in Salem's Lot. A blood-curdling shocker based on... Oh, it's Stephen King. I didn't even know that. Of course I know that. I knew Salem's Lot. What am I talking about? I knew that was a Stephen King book. So I'm waffling on here. But that was my two my two items sent from Roy, so that was very nice of him. And that is my pickups for the week. And I think, as I say, going forward, pickups are probably going to be less and less. Unless something dramatically happens. So I better finish up this video, get the screen off, get the lights off, sit in the dark, because that's what the government wants us to do. What's your thoughts on that? Catch you later, guys. Let's get these lights off before we get cost us a fortune. Bye, folks.